Welcome to SS1 Music. This lesson provides a comprehensive revision of all the music history covered in SS1, from the Western Baroque and Classical periods through Romanticism and 20th century movements, to Nigerian and African musical history. A solid understanding of music history is essential for success in WAEC music written examinations. The Baroque period spans approximately 1600 to 1750. Key characteristics: rich ornamentation, basso continuo, a continuous bass line with chordal harmony above it, contrapuntal complexity, and the emergence and crystallization of major musical forms. Johann Sebastian Bach, 1685 to 1750, German composer and the supreme master of counterpoint and the fugue. Key works were tempered clavier, 48 preludes and fugues in all major and minor keys. Mass in B minor. The Brandenburg Concertos. St. Matthew Passion. Over 200 church cantatas. George Friedrich Handel, 1685 to 1759, German-British composer. Key works: Messiah, 1741, the most performed oratorio in history, including the universally known Hallelujah Chorus. Water music. Music for the royal fireworks. Key Baroque forms: fugue, contrapuntal form with subject, answer, and development, concerto grosso, soloist against full orchestra, suite, collection of dance movements, cantata, vocal work for soloist, choir, and orchestra on sacred or secular text, oratorio, large-scale sacred vocal orchestra work. The classical period spans approximately 1750 to 1820. Key characteristics: clarity, balance, formal proportion, elegance. A reaction against the complexity of the Baroque. Homophonic texture replaces polyphonic texture as the dominant style. Joseph Haydn, 1732 to 1809, Austrian, called the father of the symphony and the string quartet. Composed 104 symphonies and 68 string quartets, establishing the models for both forms. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, 1756 to 1791, Austrian, child prodigy composing from age 5, produced over 626 works. Symphonies 39, 40, 41. Piano concertos. Operas including The Marriage of Figaro, Don Giovanni, The Magic Flute. The Requiem. Ludwig van Beethoven, 1770 to 1827, German, bridges classical and romantic periods. 9 symphonies, the 5th symphony with its famous 4-note fate motif, the 9th with the Ode to Joy finale. 32 piano sonatas. Composed while increasingly deaf. Classical forms: sonore form, exposition, development, recapitulation, string quartet, symphony, typically 4 movements, solo concerto, typically 3 movements. The Romantic period spans approximately 1820 to 1900. Key characteristics: emotional expression, nationalism, programmatic music, expansion of orchestra and harmonic language. Schubert, 1797 to 1828, 600 lieder songs, unfinished symphony. Chopin, 1810 to 1849, solo piano, Polish nationalism, nocturnes and massacres. Schumann, 1810 to 1856, piano cycles, songs. Liszt, 1811 to 1886, piano virtuoso, invented symphonic poem. Brahms, 1833 to 1897, 4 symphonies. Classical discipline with romantic expression. Tchaikovsky, 1840 to 1893, Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Nutcracker, 1812 Overture. Wagner, 1813 to 1883, Ring Cycle, Leitmotif. Nationalist composers: Grieg, Norway, Smetana, Czech, Sibelius, Finland, Dvorak, Czech American. New form: symphonic poem, single-movement orchestra work with programmatic content. 20th century Western movements: Impressionism, Debussy, Ravel, atmospheric and sensory. Expressionism and atonality, Schoenberg's 12-tone technique, Second Viennese School. Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, rhythmic revolution. Neoclassicism, return to classical clarity with modern harmony. Jazz, African American origins from New Orleans, blues, ragtime, West African rhythm. Minimalism, Steve Reich, Philip Glass, gradually evolving patterns. African music, rhythm is the primary element in most African music. Polyrhythm, multiple interlocking independent rhythmic patterns simultaneously. Key West African drums, Yoruba Dondon talking drum, Bata sacred drums, Hausa kolango, Igbo ojimbel. The clove pattern from West Africa underlies Afro-Cuban and Latin American music. Nigerian art music, Thomas King Ikondeo Phillips, early Kora composer, Emi Maimo anthem. Fela Sound, 1905 to 1962, African Suite for String Orchestra, 1944, first major Nigerian orchestral work. Akin Yoba, born 1935, founder of contemporary Nigerian art music, creative ethnomusicology concept combining Yoruba musical traditions with Western compositional techniques. Zaria Art Society 1958, though primarily visual artists, their natural synthesis philosophy was parallel to the musical synthesis of the Nigerian art music composers. Contemporary Nigerian music, Juju, Sunny Ode, Highlife, Afrobeats, Fela Kuti, Wizkid, Burna Boy, all rooted in West African musical heritage. Before your end-of-year examination, ensure you can name at least 2 key composers from each period and a key work for each, describe the main characteristics of each period, explain what natural synthesis means and name the key Nigerian art music composers, describe the key features of West African rhythmic traditions, explain the contributions of polyrhythm, clove, and talking drum to world music. For your final revision exercise, create a music history timeline from 1600 to the present in your exercise book. Mark each period with its dates, 3 key composers, and the most distinctive musical feature of that period. Include the Nigerian art music tradition alongside the Western tradition to show both streams.